This week on the Turtle Show, we mainly talk about Aaron Rodgers and how Glowman is really sad about it, and he's in a pit of despair, and he's looking for his old friend. Him and Stephen A. Smith are sitting in the corner together crying. So stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Turtle Show, presented by turftoe.com. This is like the 15th take. We tried this. We've had some technical difficulties, so we had to kind of like, I don't want to say Negro rig this, but it's jerry rigged. I mean, I think it kind of looks a little bit better, so we're going to try something different today. But I'm Mike Floyd on the Houston bandwagon for a while till the Ravens decide to get their act together, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I'm Stephen Harris, 303, ride or die Broncos fan, even though we let a bad team win on our home field. A bad team. Bad team.
Glow Man, a.k.a. Black Hole Man. And I still have a team, but that team has become irrelevant now.
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
So what
It's a
happened,
rough
man?
weekend in the NFL, man.
So tell us why you look like this, man. Who did you wrong?
Because I'm currently at a funeral for the Green Bay Packers season. Aaron Rodgers got hurt, out for the season. Season's
Out
over.
for the season.
Backup can't do it. It ain't like when Favre got hurt and Rodgers came in. It wasn't really like, okay. But this is way different. This is going to expose how many flaws that Aaron Rodgers could cover up within this Packers offense. I mean, I guarantee you there's a lot of money will be spent on offensive linemen this offseason.
Yeah.
Watch out for the Packers next year.
Weren't there like the two tackles that y'all picked up? They're down too, right?
Yeah, everybody's just banged up. So,
Yeah. I mean, you still got, Jordy Nelson,
yeah, but who going to throw to him?
Randall Cobb.
Everybody's saying, no, we should just give Brent Hundley a chance. It's like, okay, he's the third year. He came out of UCLA, right? Mm-hmm. And, okay, he sat behind Aaron Rodgers, so he's learning the game and whatnot. But, I don't know. It's
That whole sitting behind a good quarterback is a double-edged sword. Yeah, you could end up with an Aaron Rodgers, or you could end up with a Brock Osweiler.
Or Brissett.
Who
is, I hope you don't think he's the hot hand anymore, but I hope not.
So looking at the Packers' upcoming schedule, you got Saints, Lions, Bears, Ravens, Steelers, and Buccaneers. Yeah. And I mean, maybe they can catch the Saints. Maybe
on a bad day.
Saints been hot, man.
And then the Lions. They're hit and miss right now. The Bears, that defense is trending upwards right now, and they're playing pretty good. The Ravens will probably be a win for you guys because we can't stop anybody. We can't even stop water from.
I mean, what happened?
Right.
I thought the Ravens defense was a shit.
I thought they were.
Well,
man.
I'll get to that in a minute. I want to still keep roasting the Packers real quick.
Oh my God.
The Steelers, they beat the Chiefs. They spoiled
that's
their homecoming. And the Buccaneers, depends if Jameis Winston decides to throw interceptions or not. But
Right.
I was looking at it, and when I was looking at the depth chart, I was like, all right, so they brought Brent Hundley in. I don't know about the kid. Give him a shot, whatever. Mm-hmm. Then I was like, well, who's going to back him up if he gets hurt? Because we saw what happened when Jimmy Garoppolo went down. They had to bring in Jacoby Brissett. Right. Mm-hmm. So luckily they had a third guy. So they brought in this guy for the practice squad. And so I'm thinking, me personally, if you take the politics out of it, you got to bring in somebody else. And I was thinking the best guy to bring in would be Kaepernick because he's sitting on the bench. He's not doing anything. Mm-hmm. And in my eyes, if you bring him in, a lot of people are protesting against him not having a job.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you bring him in, you give him a legitimate shot. It's like, hey, go compete. If you beat out Brent Hundley, good, fine. Mm-hmm. You go out there, you stink it up, then you prove to everybody, like what you're saying, he's not that good. He proved it in front of everybody.
Right.
And if he does good and wins you games, then so be it. Then when Aaron Rodgers comes back, you cut him.
I think the problem is now though that there's so much that's happened that people aren't going to separate the politics from the actual play.
So too much wishful thinking.
Yeah, as shitty as it sounds, but people just aren't going to do that. Again, politics aside, he's a pretty good quarterback. Don't get me, he's really stunk it up in his second year, but he's also on the 49ers.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help him that he just filed a grievance against all the against NFL for
collusion and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. They're not going to give him a shot.
They're not going to give him a shot.
He had a chance.
So let's just say this. So say he didn't file the grievance, and say all he would have did was he did his protest last year, and then he decided not to sign his franchise, whatever.
Yeah,
it was on the bench, right? So would you rather take him or Tony Romo?
And that offense, I mean,
Knowing you're missing the 2 tackles.
I mean, Romo's made of glass, so he'll get hurt eventually. Kaepernick, offers some more mobility, but which really would be actually a good thing because to worry about a running quarterback with those type of receivers, man, that's gonna be that's tough.
So that's what I was looking at. Is like,
well, I mean, the thing is, like, Aaron Rodgers is kind of a mobile quarterback himself. Like, I mean, he's not, he's no, Kaepernick as far as
when it comes to
with
running.
the speed and stuff like that. But he is mobile. Like, there's been a lot of broken plays that he's been able to
get
extend.
things going. Absolutely. I mean, it's a different, but you don't really run a spy on him like you would have to on
Exactly.
Cap.
Yeah, that's true.
so one of the guys I was talking to about it, one of the listeners to the show, he brought up Colt McCoy. And would you bring him on? So, Colt, he got the short end of the stick, went to the Browns. They didn't have an offensive coordinator for forever or actual decent head coach. But my thing is, didn't he have the same injury, like broken collarbones all the time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I wouldn't want to put that kid back there behind those tackles. I mean, that line's super leaky. Like,
It
it
won't
was
be
just
next
setting up
year.
for failure, man.
Yeah. It won't be next year. Watch out.
But talking about garbage ass quarterbacks, Jay Cutler finally managed to win a game that actually meant something because they came back and Atlanta just showed how
they choke all the time.
I mean, but that's Atlanta though. That's the MO of Atlanta is choking.
Yeah, apparently. They have just, too much talent. You got Matt Ryan, who wants to be considered an elite quarterback, who wants to, but in games like this where you really,
I mean, usually they choke in the playoffs or the Super Bowl, like last year.
Yeah,
I don't get why they're not using the running game.
that's what I'm saying.
They have Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman.
They have monsters.
Because they started out run, and then I think he broke it out for like a 45-yard run, and it was just like.
And that's how you set up your play action with the running.
And then it ended up Matt Ryan 24-35, 248 yards of 1 TD, and it's like, and you lost the game.
That's their bread and butter though. Is getting the running backs out in the flat and throwing from the backfield, and let them run, or even just
make the defense have to make tackles.
Exactly, which opens it up for
everything else.
Julio Jones and their other receivers.
And Gabriel, but what happened is that Ajayi got going, which changed the play, which actually bailed Cutler out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely bailed him out.
Yeah, so Miami. I don't know if they're really going to contend for anything this year, but it goes to show you that Falcons. Julio's not 100%, man. It really, you can play man on him.
But being 100%, so I'm gonna be straight up honest with it. New York just got robbed.
Yes,
that was not a fucking. It was. He fumbled it, but he caught it again. But it never hit the damn ground. He was across the goal line.
He was across the goal line. Like, what was it, man? Like,
if you guys don't know what we're talking about,
Austin Severian Jenkins.
Look up that play. It was called a touchdown. Everybody agrees it was a touchdown except for the NFL.
I don't know why y'all are surprised. Who are they playing?
Patriots.
Exactly.
But you figured
they should have won that game.
It being the Patriots and then being that Roger Goodell has a beef with them, since they pretty much made him look stupid.
Yeah.
It's like I would want the Jets to win that game.
You would think. Pat's been getting calls going.
Wait, was this after Aaron Rodgers got hurt?
The game?
It was around the same.
Around the time.
So the games were no, that was an early game, wasn't it?
I think they were playing at the same time, but I think Aaron Rodgers went down in the first quarter, right?
Yeah, around.
So I heard a conspiracy theory, and I thought it was hilarious. So they're saying that since Aaron Rodgers went down, he's one of the faces of the NFL. You gotta have, Tom Brady, your other face of the NFL, still play good, so people are interested because nobody cares about the teams.
They care about the
individual players. Yeah,
they care about the big faces.
So you gotta have Tom Brady winning games because they were picked to go 16-0, but
they fucked that up.
And then you got Odell out, all the big time faces.
JJ Watt's down.
Yeah, all the big heads. They're gone.
I mean, me being a football fan, I don't give a fuck about that.
Like, for us, yeah. Like the people that care about stats, actual people playing, yeah. But the average day-to-day fan, they don't know anything about that.
That's true. They need someone to. I like this guy.
This guy did this.
I mean that. It's kind of an interesting conspiracy theory because I was listening to some radio show where they were talking about the same play, same thing that we're talking about, and for whatever reason they brought up the fact that Severian Jenkins, like he had a DUI in college and he had a DUI with the Bucks, which is why they cut him.
What's that to do with the fumble?
That's what I said. Like, why is that?
So is the ref got a beef with him? Like,
you
drive drunk out here. You drive drunk out here, son.
Like, why does that matter? Like, it was, I don't know. It was just a weird topic for them to bring up, like in the midst of them talking about whether that was a touchdown. So
who went back there and researched that real fast? Like, hold on, I heard about this kid.
I went to school with this guy. I heard about that.
Yeah, he over there drinking that gin and juice. But the reason I brought that up because in New York we've been in a slump for a while. Yankees just now started winning games. We somehow managed to beat the Cleveland Indians. Don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
Judge showed up.
Yeah.
Jets were supposed to be tanking. They're somehow we're winning games. The Knicks are just garbage.
Yeah.
Buffalo, we don't really claim them, but they're up there.
They're doing all
They're
right.
doing all right. And the Giants, they were just everything was going wrong for that team. But I guess they heard that their little brother got cheated by the NFL, and they're like, you know what? We about to steamroll on the Broncos, son, and we about to show them what's up.
I think he's gonna be a bracket busters. That's what Eli's just gonna beat all the good teams all season, even though they're not
23 to 10, bro. Like, how did y'all let that happen?
Well,
What's going on out there, man? You just came off a bye.
I don't know.
Like you was sitting at home watching these guys get hurt, and like, what are you doing?
Okay. I guess we'll start up like this. The entire Colorado sports football Broncos media was calling for blowouts. Like one guy, Mark Schlereth,
I
can't stand that guy.
dude, he was saying that our defense is going to score more points than the Giants' offense. And I mean, I didn't think they were wrong. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, everyone get riled up. Like, this is going to be a good game. It's the fucking, it's the Giants. They're 0-5.
Oh, it was a good game. It was a great game.
0-5 at the point at that point. All their receivers are down. Sterling Shepard's down, Brandon Marshall's down, Odell Beckham's crying like a little baby in a fucking corner.
You got Drake over there in his little
they're
it's
consoling each other.
like, dude, why you got Drake spending the night with you, dog? Like,
come on, bro. We know you suspect, but
he's over there blinding your hair for you. It's like, it's not blind enough, homie.
It's not blind enough.
for all
OVO music.
For all you Giants fans, OBJ is suspect as hell.
Hey, shout out to Drake though, because if you want to send some tickets, man, I'll accept it. Like, real talk, I want to go to OVO Fest,
but
I ain't a hater all day.
I mean, it started like the offense couldn't get anything going. Our run game, which we're trying to get going better, wasn't working, which we need so that Trevor Siemian can actually get something going in the game, be able to get the ball out to our receivers. Emmanuel Sanders and Isaiah McKenzie both went down with ankle injuries, so apparently there's that curse. Anybody who plays Giants are going to have to deal with ankle injuries for their receivers because that's the fucking shit they do.
What did you do?
Brock Osweiler had to come in for a couple plays because
the Brockatron.
It's been reported now that Trevor Siemian, he has, I think they said a bruised AC joint or something like that. Same thing that Jameis Winston has now.
It sounds like a lot of those guys are getting that because Tom Brady has it too, right?
Yeah, and so it's the same injury that he has before that he's had before. I don't know. He just had surgery in the offseason on his throwing shoulder. I don't know off the top of my head if it's where the injury he has now is it the same surgically repaired shoulder or not. It was just a shitty game on our home field in prime time.
Yeah. This is what Eli does. What he does,
yeah.
Even though he didn't do anything really, but like you said before, like that Broncos been giving it up to the tight end all season long. Every single tight end that goes into there does well.
What's his name?
Was he a
Ingram?
rookie?
Ingram, yeah. The only starting player they have to catch the ball. But yeah, I mean, Eli will do this. He will beat those big dog caliber, Super Bowl caliber teams time in, time out. He'll lose to teams he shouldn't lose to. Yeah. But if you underestimate him, he will tear you up.
I mean, and then the Giants running back Darkwa. Is that how you say it, Darkwa?
Yeah, I saw some of those highlights. I don't know why they still hitting him high. I don't know why they do it. What are you thinking?
Yeah, he was out there breaking some runs, man. And we're supposed to have this badass rush defense. Only allowed 10 yards of fucking Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah. And not a bunch of nobody show up.
Yep.
That's all right. I mean, that happened. Chiefs got beat. I mean, a lot of.
But that was
for
bound
sure
to happen,
things.
though, man.
Yeah.
Like, there was no way they were going to go undefeated the whole year. It's like,
oh, no.
I'd rather them lose now.
Yeah.
And then let, Andy Reid, all right, we see what our weaknesses are. We got exposed by the Steelers who, can't do nothing and throw 5 picks against the Jaguars. We know what we got now.
I mean, I think something with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has their number, man. I don't remember last time Chiefs beat Pittsburgh. I remember last year they got cheated out of the
Well, here's the thing with Pittsburgh, though. They started running the ball. All these teams are realizing, oh, snap, we have this thing called a running back.
We don't have to throw all these picks.
Like, oh, my God, we could just run the ball. We have one of the best running backs in the league.
My theory, I think I said it before, is starting to come into play. This was week 5. this is usually about the time that Le'Veon Bell is starting his season anyway. So now he's starting to feel it.
I got the power.
Right. This. Now he's like, oh, now it's time to play football because he's usually suspended.
It's like, oh snap, oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
speaking
snap.
of suspension, who's the kind of Steelers asking for a trade?
Latavius Bryant.
Yeah, he requested a trade a couple weeks ago, and they're like, no.
No.
Like, do you not know who we are?
He's
Like,
not getting enough workload.
like we literally like brought you back from the dead. Like, we
Like,
could have been out the league a long
and,
time
like,
ago.
Be
guy.
that wide receiver 2 and be quiet.
Yeah.
But it's also not. It's not like he's doing anything spectacular so far this season.
I'm just
You
saying,
don't
if they
need
do
to.
release him to the Ravens, I'll take him.
Yeah.
I'll take anybody,
Speaking of the Ravens, Mr. Floyd, Mr. Michael Floyd,
sir.
how was that game this week?
It was the worst game that I've. No, let me rephrase that. It was the fifth worst game that I've seen by the Ravens. I don't understand why we still have no receiving game. Why we still have Rashard Perriman who cannot catch a ball to save his life. I don't understand why our receivers don't sit there and practice and just learn to catch balls. Because two of those picks that happened were tip passes. And so I don't put the blame fully on Flacco for those particular plays, but I do put all the blame on Flacco because I just like blaming him.
Yeah.
Our defense just got wore down. It was just
Yeah, I mean that was evident in OT when they let Jordan Howard run for was it a 58-yard run.
And they did an interview with Brandon Weddle, and he was like, "Yeah, I should have just tackled him instead of trying to get the fumble."
Yeah,
And I've noticed that a lot with him and a lot of our DBs and corners. They don't go for tackles; they try to strip the ball,
Yeah, they want
and it's
the
like,
turnover.
just take the man down. Like,
Now, personally, I like seeing the hearts ripped out of the Ravens in tough losses like that because it happened to my Broncos so many years ago, but it's a memory. I'll
oh,
never
that
forget.
Super Bowl that we ended up
AFC
winning.
championship.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we ended up going to the Super Bowl and winning that. You
Yeah,
know?
which is why Joe Flacco has got all his money now. You're welcome.
And he
Joe
does
Flacco.
not deserve it. Like,
You're welcome, Joe Flacco. Oh, we said that back in the day. He didn't deserve it then. He didn't deserve the win.
I mean, I remember when he got that contract. Like, the fans were just like, "What are you doing?" Like,
yeah.
why do you not realize we literally rolled the backs of the defense? Is the only Colin Kaepernick was about to win that fucking game.
Yeah,
and the
they
defense
shut the
stepped up.
lights
Like,
They
come
call
on
it
now.
power.
But the thing, like the biggest problem I have with that game, I'm blanking on the name of the running back for the Ravens, but
I don't think anybody knows who the running
Buck
backs
Allen
are.
or the other one.
the main one because he ran for he had
Allen.
167 yards of rushing.
No, I couldn't have been Allen because I had him on my fantasy. And he only got me 9 points.
100
Did he fumble?
No, he literally had 167 yards of rushing.
Wow.
No touchdowns, but
Wow.
like the team obviously rode him throughout the game, and it was obviously working. Yet they couldn't see the deal.
They never can. We never can seal the deal against teams that we should beat. There's no reason for us to play against a rookie quarterback for a second start and not beat him.
Yeah.
And I understand they had that little trick play. The running back was a great play. Nobody expected that to happen.
No.
But that was a great play. I give him that. But it was like Bobby Rainey, I think you're talking about. But there's no reason why our kicker is the highest scoring person on the team. There's year after year, our offense, for some reason, they just can't get that right. Just like how Minnesota can't get knees right. Just like how the Buccaneers can't get kickers. We can't figure out a whole another side of the fucking ball. Like, it just doesn't work for us. And I don't know, it's gonna cost somebody a job. Like, it already cost what's his face. He used to be the head coach for the Bears for Trestman. He came in as offensive coordinator. He's supposed to be an offensive genius. He got fired. He brought in this Morningwig guy. I think his name is.
Yeah, you need a more quality running back and some receivers. I mean, I don't know what can be fixed over there. Maybe it's time to just clean house.
I think this is almost what it is. It's like, okay, cool, you won a Super Bowl, whatever. Stop trying to ride the backs of the glory days. It's like it's time to try something new. And we keep passing up. Like Ozzie Newsome, love him to death, but his whole defensive mindset is like it's not working anymore in this league. It's like
Not with the personnel he has. No, that secondary needs some work.
Real quick, I have to take back what I said before I get flamed on social media. It was Jordan Howard that had 167 yards.
Oh, okay, I was like,
It wasn't the Ravens.
Oh.
My bad. I just remember the number.
I mean, our special teams are pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we ran back a kickoff and a punt. So
But
we had a
speaking of the Vikings and these,
the Vikings.
how do y'all feel about Teddy Bridgewater practicing?
I like him practicing. I don't like him playing. I say let the man practice. Let him get build him because he's not in game shape.
No,
There's
I
no
agree.
way he's in game shape.
There's no.
So I say the season's what, a quarter through right now?
Quarter through. I mean, they're doing all right.
I'll bring up the standings real quick, but I mean, I don't want to rush that man back too quick and he ends up getting fucking hurt again, blowing out the same knee. Like, there's no need. I mean, they're on top of their division right now. They're 4-2. Yeah. Tied up with Green Bay. They're over Detroit and Chicago. So, I mean, they're in a good position right now.
I mean, Case Keenum, he's serviceable. He hasn't. He's done what he's had to do with the weapons that he has.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's what they need him to do right now. Like, don't rush Bridgewater back.
No.
I know when he came in, he was supposed to be their new franchise, their drafted franchise quarterback that was going to take the team. That was the plan. And then he busted his knee, which was a gruesome injury according to reports and shit like that.
On the practice field.
No contact, just planting to throw the ball.
I had a knee. My knees are gone.
I had a knee.
But yeah, I'm not a Vikings fan. I'm just saying in general, don't rush him back. If he doesn't need to come back, let him practice for the rest of the season. Maybe activate him as a backup if you absolutely need him.
If you absolutely have to bring him in, then I say bring him. But I'm looking at their schedule. They got the Ravens, who they can beat. Browns, Redskins, Rams, Lions, Falcons, Panthers, Bengals, Packers, Bears. That's a pretty decent schedule for them. Like, they can win out. And, I mean, at this moment, you're in the playoffs. At this moment in time, you're in the playoffs. And looking at the schedule, as if everything goes to plan, you should still be in the playoffs with the personnel you have.
Yeah, I think
there's no reason to rush this man back.
I could see them winning their division. I mean, Green Bay is out of it.
Yeah.
Green Bay's out of it, unfortunately.
And, I mean, you got Detroit and the Bears. I mean, Matt Stafford might come on late. It might get that wild card spot. And the Bears, unless Trubisky somehow magically starts winning everything, I mean...
You never know. You could take a page from Deshaun Watson's book.
Dude, speaking of that kid, that dude is just throwing TDs like crazy. And then the Browns are looking dumb as hell. And it's like...
They got the wrong Deshaun.
It's like you passed on him twice. So I don't know what it is about Texas finding these quarterbacks like out of nowhere. Because Dallas found Dak Prescott the year before, and then now Houston found theirs. Dude, that kid is lighting it up. And, like, just listening to the fans of the team, like, actual fans of the team, they were sad when JJ went down, but now they're like, yo, we at least got a quarterback.
Still got on the roof for.
Man, you guys are killing me. And I'm just sitting here listening to this.
I mean, I'm talking about, like, right now.
I'm
for
in
a city that
right now.
For a city that didn't have, that got hit with a giant hurricane.
Right.
Who, they haven't had a decent team in a long time.
Yeah.
They're actually winning games now. And
there's excitement.
Yeah.
Excitement in the city of Houston.
All right.
And then on top of that, their basketball team looks pretty good this year, too.
The Astros in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. Let the city live, man.
I'm letting the city live, but let's be okay, first off, I'm going to backtrack real quick, all right? I was mourning a little bit, so I was quiet. But the Vikings don't have the NFC. All right, the Vikings don't give them that credit if they're just knocking out my quarterback. They're not. They may get a wild card, but I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. They expected.
Who's going to win the NFC?
The Lions are. The Lions already beat the Vikings head on. They already have one game up on them. They got to play again, though. They're going to play them again, but it don't matter. The Lions have a better schedule, the better quarterback. Vikings have a really good defense. Case Keenum he's an accident waiting to happen, just like Stephen A. Smith always says about Dallas. Case Keenum cannot push you through this season. Bradford sure as hell can't do it. Bridgewater, maybe.
Hold on. Did you say the Lions have a really good defense?
No, I said the Vikings have.
Okay,
I was gonna say.
I mean,
they just had like 50-something points.
Yeah, but 3 of those were pick sixes. So 21 of those points were just because Stafford threw those interceptions that they couldn't make tackles on. So I mean, they put up the 50 burger on them. But when 21 of those points our defense wasn't even on the field, I can't be mad at them. I really can't. And then 2 fumbles too. Like, who gets 32 points on fantasy on a defense?
Not the New Orleans Saints.
Not the Saints. Quarterbacks usually get 32 points putting it up on the Saints defense. Right. So that was ridiculous. Yeah. Then, as far as this whole Houston thing, did we not just see the same exact thing last year?
Can you not let me live?
No, I'm saying Deshaun Watson is not a bum, but he's a rookie.
Can you not let me have hope?
Rookie.
Can you not let me root for a quarterback that's actually doing good right now?
No, doing good right now. He's a rookie.
I understand that, but let me have this year. Because my quarterback is a $115 million bum. And it's like, just let me have some joy in my life.
Literally, they played the Browns, and that's what made you jump on the bandwagon?
No, I jumped on the bandwagon because I like the kid.
All right, are you going to like him?
I like the fact that he managed to beat Alabama. I like the fact
that was not on him.
I like the fact he still...
Play calling did that.
He was still the QB.
Play calling did that.
For Clemson.
Right.
He beat Alabama. He's playing decent. I just like the kid, man. I like... I haven't heard anything bad about him. I haven't heard anything about no crazy big mamas. I haven't heard about him going on a party boat, pulling down chicks' tops. I haven't heard about him driving 100 miles an hour.
Right. He's not a savage.
Yeah, I just like, he's a good, wholesome quarterback. And that's what we need in this league.
Oh, my gosh.
Good.
Oh, he's wholesome because of his off the field antics.
And I like the fact that he wore a Warren Moon jersey, so he recognizes his elders. What up?
Oh, that's love.
I mean, the Warren Moon jersey was a good touch. It was a good touch.
All I'm saying is...
And he gave his game check to some cafeteria ladies.
What the hell that got to do with football?
Because he's better than me, because I ain't going to...
What does that have to do with throwing...
Well, y'all keep telling me
that's because he's still living off the booster money from Clemson, so he got his first check.
I mean, y'all keep telling me, like, oh, you know, you should care more about the good feeling stuff about football, and because I don't care about blind snappers and stuff like that. So the one time I feel good about somebody doing something nice for the community...
Doing something nice, you on the bandwagon because he's doing well right now. He beat the Browns. They're in a WAC division with the Colts and the Jags, bro. Like, what? Like, they're in playoffs by default.
Man, let me live.
I mean, I don't recall them even beating Jags from Jacksonville when they played them.
Just let me live. Yeah, they lost to Jags.
Yeah.
They lost to the Patriots. He almost beat the Patriots.
You guys are liking teams that are like number 2 in their divisions.
Bro,
liking the Vikings, liking Houston when they've been beat by teams that are going to go and win.
Let me live.
No, Deshaun Watson.
Just because your quarterback just blew up his shoulder.
He blew up his shoulder. He blew it up himself in practice. No.
He should have learned how to fall like Tom Brady.
No, he got played. He got driven on. It was a dirty play. I guess it was a smart play.
Maybe he should have his kale.
That's all right.
You know what they should have taught Aaron Rodgers how to do? Break fall.
You got to follow through the ball. You got to follow through the ball. Man, it's funny how...
He needs to go to Tom Brady's camp.
No.
Get that face cream and the magic pajamas.
Right.
Some
Uggs.
That's all right. It can be funny next year. All I got to say.
We're not talking about next year. We're talking about this year.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about next year. It can be funny next year.
He going to break the other shoulder again.
No, he not.
He going to break the middle part.
Honestly, they're not even going to touch him. They're going to throw a flag if you sneeze on him. No, they're not touching Aaron Rodgers next year. I promise you that. All I'm saying is, Deshaun Watson, good player, but don't lead all this Houston hype, my man.
I mean, like, he got the Seahawks, Colts, Rams, Cardinals, Ravens, Titans, 49ers, Jaguars, Steelers, Colts.
I'll watch the Seattle game.
If he beats Seattle, and if he beat the Steelers...
I mean, he's okay. Maybe wild card. Highly doubt it.
So what if they... So, hypothetically speaking, what if they make it all the way to the Super Bowl?
What?
Hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically. I'm not saying it will happen.
All right.
But hypothetically speaking, if he makes it to the Super Bowl, will you root for him then?
Who are they playing?
I don't care who they're playing. Just say this rookie managed to take this team all the way to the Super Bowl.
So, all right. So, you want me to put my brain in a place where he's going to beat the Patriots and the Steelers because they will be there, and the Chiefs because they will be in the playoffs as well.
Yeah.
And probably the Broncos.
Yeah.
Maybe. You think.
If he beats all those teams,
yeah,
would you root for him then? Would you be like, okay, I respect the kid now?
If he does all that?
Yeah. In his rookie season.
Yeah.
We all know that's not going to happen. Like I can't even put my brain in that type of way.
And then all of a sudden, JJ Watt comes back miraculously.
Right.
A broken leg. What?
Like,
nope.
Pulls a Paul Pierce, like comes out in a wheelchair.
Right. I can't.
They just roll him out there.
Well, I mean, because honestly, that was supposed to happen last year with Dak. That was a Super Bowl team.
But then
it was rookie.
Aaron Rodgers showed up and was like,
Aaron Rodgers said, no, man, ain't that easy.
No. What are you doing?
Oh, no, baby.
Yeah. Dak Prescott, what are you doing?
That could have happened last year. These scrambling quarterbacks, I don't know. I personally, I just want to see him stay healthy. Where these quarterbacks are falling, I just want to see Watson stay healthy.
Yeah.
Regardless of how he does, just don't get hurt, man, because apparently it's happening all over the league.
Yeah, for real.
Shoulders, man. That's like
shoulders and ankles, man. Shoulders, knees, and ankles.
Shoulders, knees, ankles, toes.
Or unless you're Derek Carr, you break your back and then come back the next week.
There was no reason for that man to play that game.
I mean, he could. I guess he could. He could have.
Dude, he couldn't turn. Like you said last week.
Yeah.
He could
he just wanted to really.
Hey, speaking of rookies from last year, so what the hell are they feeding Ezekiel Elliott? Because normally when he rolls that fucking jersey up, he's showing abs, but now he got that powder keg, and it's
he's stressed, man.
He's
stressed out. He's stressed out.
He out there eating that Texas barbecue, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. He's stressed out, man. Like he
on that suspension now too, so
he really gonna blow up. He gonna come out there looking like
Eddie Lacy.
They make fun of me. I'm tired of them making fun of me for my weight. It's like, bro, you are $1 million football player.
Yeah.
You can't hire a chef.
Bro, remember when he said, "Oh, I did P90X."
No, like who actually does P90X?
I've been hanging out with Tony Horton. You know what I mean?
Like you had to do that to lose weight. He had to do that much to lose weight, bro.
What he should do is go hang out with Adrian Peterson for a while and figure out what that man's doing because he just went off for the Arizona Cardinals.
Adrian Peterson was in he was in New Orleans.
He
He
was
fucking
angry.
shellfish all day and fucking injecting himself with EpiPens.
He was ready to break out.
Yeah.
He still got
so do you think he could maintain that same
it.
production?
Yeah.
You know
for the rest
what?
of the year?
Yeah, because once you have David Johnson and him in that backfield, man, later this season, and you got the receivers you have, as long as Palmer stay healthy, I'm preaching this for the rest of the season.
Yeah, because they got the Rams,
quarterback
49ers, Seahawks, Texans, Jaguars, Rams, Titans, Redskins, Giants, Seahawks.
They are contenders in the NFC, especially not a Green
And
Bay's
with
gone.
Johnson's supposed to come back after Thanksgiving, right?
Possibly. Yeah.
So
But
You got both of those guys back there. You
just rotate
that
them
play
in and out.
action is going to be so vicious.
But I mean that's why he's gonna do well.
and Fitzgerald's like,
It's just like the Super Bowl.
oh my god, yeah.
Super Bowl.
that's why he's gonna do well is because that's what the Cardinals offense is predicated on is
Pound
run
the
first. Run first. That's why David Johnson was such a good pick for them, and that's why he did so well. So
Yeah, that was a steal. I don't know why the Saints traded him to another NFC team.
I guess
Get you down
that's
there.
why they showed up and scored 52 points on the Lions. They're like, yo, we have to show why we traded him.
right.
Yeah, but we've
Right.
also playing.
And plus, forget the fact that AP got 2 touchdowns and ran for over 100 some odd yards. Larry Fitzgerald also had over 100 yards receiving in that game.
Yes, but that's not even surprising. He's been doing that his whole forever.
He has, but I mean, he's getting old.
Yeah,
But
but
he's still putting.
So what is really old now? Because I think Tom Brady's kind of erased that whole getting old thing.
Well, he's also a quarterback. Like,
But
Mr.
he's
Womack,
taking
Mr.
hits
Black Hole
all the
says
time.
He's a quarterback.
I mean, is he not taking hits like every time somebody walks past him? They're like,
yeah, he does get hit a lot, but he's different about it.
That's not a hit though. You can't hit a quarterback like you can hit a receiver.
yeah.
Yeah, he's not getting. He doesn't really stray out of the pocket too much, Carson Palmer. So I mean, when you get out of the pocket, that's when you really can get laid out.
Yeah.
Because they get speed momentum and they hit you. But
I mean, that is how Carson Palmer fucked up his knee. Was staying in the pocket.
well, that was a bad block. That was bad. That was. You really shouldn't be getting hit in the pocket like that.
That was on his team.
So
That was the last time.
we run out of time for this one. So let's go ahead and do our picks.
I guess we are. Huh?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers kind of
I forgot about
took up the whole thing.
Yeah, like he's taking up all media this week. Everybody's talking about him.
So first game's going to be this Thursday, October 19th. Kansas City at Oakland.
Can't cheese.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think they're going to rebound from that loss. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Tampa Bay at Buffalo.
Buff.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not liking if Jameis Winston's out. I mean, I'm not liking Ryan Fitzpatrick. I never liked that guy. I think he was just because he went to Harvard doesn't mean he's not a bum. I mean,
it means he's smart, but it doesn't mean he's.
it doesn't really mean you're smart because there's people that got to Harvard on a scholarship they shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
I mean, they're giving out honorary degrees to Harvard. I mean, whatever.
I don't know, man.
Carolina,
Buffalo.
Carolina at Chicago.
Carolina.
Picking Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Cam Newton in this game. Tennessee at Cleveland.
Tennessee.
Mariota.
You don't think Sean Kaiser is going to finally be like, look, you can put some respect on my name?
Is he the starter?
I don't even know who's on the team anymore.
Man, honestly.
I thought Keith Hogan. He threw like 10 picks.
Bro, I don't know. I know the coach, but I don't know anybody else on that team.
Actually, hold on, real quick about that game. I don't know if you guys watched it, but every play was like a deep pass or an intermediate to a deep pass. Like there were no like short passes, and they like I think they were just like hoping for
Like a breakout?
No, pass interference. Like every play.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's a game plan.
That is a strategy, I suppose.
And it resulted in a bunch of picks and a lot of 3-and-outs.
What about New Orleans at Green Bay?
Nola.
If the Nola that showed up Sunday shows up next week,
They don't even have to.
If that Nola shows up, they can still beat Green Bay.
Like honestly, their offense can do it.
you don't believe in Brent Hundley, man?
No, because this I had this circle as a shootout anyway. With Rodgers, because I mean Saints defense was technically they're still horrible.
Yeah.
Rodgers would have made them look horrible, and then Green Bay's defense is horrible. So that was gonna be a shootout. Now it's just gonna be a blowout.
If Rodgers was there, they would have had the edge, but they don't have the edge.
They're not gonna be able to score.
Jacksonville,
Hold on. You said they're not gonna be able to.
I mean, they're not gonna be able to score enough to keep up with the Saints.
okay.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure they can score on the Saints defense.
I mean, unless it's the Saints.
I mean, Stafford
defense from
started
last
coming
week.
back on the Saints defense. I mean, Jacksonville at Indianapolis.
Jacks.
Yeah, Jacks.
Yeah, I like the Jags man in this one. Arizona, LA Rams.
Zona.
I'm torn between this one. I like it's another bandwagon jump. I like what they're doing out there with the Rams. I like that coach out there. I like that coaching staff they have. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the old team in Arizona, but I mean, I'm gonna go with the streaking Rams right now.
Yeah, that's who I picked too. I honestly hope that Arizona wins.
Yeah,
but I'm picking the Rams.
I want to see AP just be like, just telling everybody like, fuck all you guys. Like,
yeah, no, man, that's not gonna happen. Golf's in a slump right now. They're starting to figure him out. They take away Watkins, take away Woods. Doesn't work.
But I'm thinking if you start hitting Carson Palmer pretty hard, I mean, why not shut him down?
Yeah.
Because you take him out and then you take AP out, then what?
So now we just play hurting everybody now. That's how you win games. I just hurt their best players. That's
Into the ground.
Forget a defense, right?
It's like a tackle like he did.
Exactly. You just Mortal Kombat finishing moves on people in the middle of the game. Get the 15-yard penalty and then just keep going.
Jets at Miami.
Miami.
Jets.
Yeah, I'm going Jets.
Oh man,
gonna pick
you
Miami.
tripping.
I refuse
Really?
to pick Jay Cutler. I refuse to pick against the Jets, who were cheated by the NFL, and they should have won that game.
You're right. They should have.
Fuck Tom Brady.
They should
Should've
have.
won that.
But if Tom Brady, if you want to come to the Baltimore Ravens, we'll accept you.
Miami has a better secondary. Miami has a better secondary, and they still have athletes.
Just because they beat the Falcons, who choke.
But they still got to cover those receivers, dude. Like, it ain't like, oh, all right, just because, Julio's wounded, let's just not worry about him.
Josh McCown's about to throw all over that defense.
All right. He gonna have
All
at least
day.
2 picks, 1 fumble.
Josh all day.
The resurgence of Josh McCown.
All right, this is funny.
We're just going to skip over the Baltimore-Minnesota game.
Because Minnesota's going to win.
I mean, unless Terrell Suggs decides to play quarterback too.
Have him play running back.
I don't know. That team's weird, man. I don't know, dude. They lose games they should win, and they win games they should lose. It's been a weird season for us. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh.
Pitt.
I'm kind of excited for this game.
Yeah.
Because like you said like 2 shows ago, Andy Dalton comes on randomly throughout the season.
Yeah,
He's starting to come on now. Pittsburgh, they're slowly clicking too, so I think it'll be a nice little battle. I mean, they both got pretty decent defenses.
I think Vontez Burfict, he should be
He's back,
from a suspension, so
that should be a good game to watch out for right there. Dallas to San Francisco.
I'm picking San Fran.
I've been picking San Fran every single week.
They should have.
And they're still 0-6.
And they keep losing by field goals every time.
But the thing is, they're in the game.
That's the thing.
It's not like they're getting blown out. Like, they are in the game.
Who was the quarterback that replaced Brian Hoyer? Because he came in and just started lighting it up, and Shanahan was like, "Yeah, you're starting."
Breather or Breathart? I don't know, something like
Benter?
that.
No.
Well, whoever it was.
I don't know.
Bethard, CJ Bethard.
There we go.
Yeah, he came in, and Kyle Shanahan was like, "Yeah, you're now our starter."
Yeah.
Like,
For at least for the next 2 weeks until you get figured out, and then start throwing picks.
Maybe that's a.
I got Dallas.
I'm taking Dallas off the bye. I mean, San Fran, they're probably gonna lose by field goal again. I just think that Dallas has a better offense right now. Even without Ezekiel Elliott, I mean, they still got Alfred Morris and
Darren McFadden, right?
so they got DMC back there. I mean, I think they can run on them.
Yeah.
Because I saw what the Rams did to the 49ers defense, and they just ran the ball the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's it? Denver at LA Chargers.
Denver. Redemption game.
It better be Denver because I can't. Like, I hate Phillip Rivers.
So they're playing in that soccer stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that means they should be able to hear the snap count. So, yeah I'm taking Denver. Seattle at New York Giants.
Seattle.
I'm taking Seattle, but I want the Giants to win just to start upsetting everybody. Just to start showing up like,
all right.
It's like,
I'm picking choosing.
who are you playing?
On.
It's like, who's on your depth chart? Like, the IR chart looks more than the fucking team
Right.
chart.
Man. Bring up practice squad dudes.
Atlanta at New England.
New England.
A little Super Bowl rematch.
Atlanta. That secondary is not the same it was last year. Atlanta's going to light that ass up. No, well, because the secondary, it has 2 Pro Bowlers that just aren't. They must have forgot they was Pro Bowlers because they're not playing like it, and Atlanta's going to expose that.
Only reason I'm taking New England because they have Gronk back, and they didn't have him during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking New England because it's Tom Brady. And
The linebackers are fast.
And it's in Foxborough, and then the last couple of games in Foxborough have been kind of bad.
It ain't cold enough yet.
Yeah.
It's in Foxborough. Yeah, no, I think Ryan's about to. Yep.
Washington at Philadelphia.
Oof.
I'm watching this game. I like both the quarterbacks, but I'm taking Philly in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Philly also.
Because I don't think Josh Norman's back yet, right?
No, he's not.
I think it's going to be a close game, though. I think it's going to be closer than people are going to think. Like,
So, we're running out of time. So, hit us up on, turftoshow.com. Follow us on Facebook, Turf Toe Show, Instagram, Twitter. We got the YouTube rolling, which is all Turf Toe Show. You can find us. You can Google us, we're there.
Yep.
So, I think we might record some college stuff, so we might release it later on. Hit us up in the mornings for double T in the morning or whatever the hell I decide to call that thing. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to decide how I want to do that. But anything else, guys?
P4P. Pray for Pat. Pray for Pat.
Okay.
Go Broncos, man. You know, just gotta keep on. Gotta get the AFC West.
All right, guys. Until next time.